Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. The Dome, home to the Orange in Syracuse University. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on a team from the ACC, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Mountaineers will get us started with the opening kickoff. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Syracuse's offense will go to work first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing, sometimes it just gets away, sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time, because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Bo.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You have got to be able to play within yourselves and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
The Orange now facing a 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the big fella. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Orange with a ton of options available on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Willis. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. Plays like that, a common sight for Syracuse fans. A year ago, as Kyle McCord led the nation in passing, the Orange won 10 games, won their highest profile bowl in a quarter of a century. Without McCord, what's the expectation now, David?
I mean, it was crazy, first of all, what Fran Brown did. Like, to take Syracuse and to make them believe, and then the high-flying offense, but now completely retooling, reloading, like all the pass catchers at the quarterback spot. So interested to watch this offense and how they put it together, because last year they found an absolute diamond in the rough.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Willis. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36. That's why you want to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. It lets you beat a blitz. It lets you get a first down.
And that makes me think, do I want a blitz? You know, how do I leave him open? Because they keep dumping it off to the running back and having success. I'm going to think twice about bringing the blitz. Nice read by the QB. Nice job by the running back getting some extra yards and getting the first down.
We're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Get it out on the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And I'll tell you what, really good job by the defense. They did not bite on it thinking it was a long pass down the field. You could tell they were ready for it. As soon as they saw the screen, they broke on it, got the running back down super quick.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but they'll have to convert 3rd and long to keep it going. Now on the counter. He's brought down right at the 30-yard line, well within field goal range, but let's see what they do on this 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. He slides that just inside the right upright. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early. Playing at home, they want to get the crowd into it. So you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal. You knock it through the uprights. You've got the lead. Everything right now looking good.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So West Virginia's offense will have its first possession of the game. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Mountaineers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Really nice job locking in by the quarterback that time on 3rd down. That was a completion you had to have. You're only down 3-0, I get it. It's your second drive of the game, so lots of football to go, but you want to establish a rhythm and confidence as early as possible, and getting that completion on 3rd down was big.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Vaughn. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get it behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Shoots it to the left. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, That's why that one fell incomplete.
So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. This time he's got it. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Cook. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away. He wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off of him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the 1st down.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. So you get stuffed on 1st down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on 2nd, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in here.
Got a man. It's Willis. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That's reeled in. It's Willis. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Everybody wants chunk plays, and you need them, but this has been the epitome of efficiency.
No doubt. Take what the defense gives you. Sometimes it's okay to be patient. Sometimes it's okay not to push the ball down the field. The defense is giving the underneath stuff. The offense is taking it and moving the ball down.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the move, it's White. He's loose. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. 1st down from the 43. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked. Maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked. on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
And the Mountaineers will have it 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
One thing I love about this defensive coordinator is that he has a lot of different exotic looks. He's not just going to rush with 4. He's not just going to rush with 3. He's not just going to blitz linebackers. This guy's blitzing DBs.
The Mountaineers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. You see a defensive lineman come up with a play like that, make the sack, they start building some momentum to impose their will up front.
Man, there ain't nothing better than getting a stack. That's what you keep track of on defensive line. You're like, yeah, I already got 1. You start keeping a tally of how many you can get. That's what you dream about. You dream about getting to the quarterback. Yes, tackles are nice, but I want sacks. I want that QB on the ground.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the Mountaineers will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. So he gets stuffed on 1st down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now on this 2nd play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now between these 2 coaching staffs.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. Throws to the tight end. Makes the grab. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Willis.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Syracuse mere inches away from a 3rd down conversion. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. 3rd down in inches. Nice job by getting the 1st down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
Syracuse has a really nice drive going. They'll ride the hot hand. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on second down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Willis. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. How about this running back's ability to get into a pass pattern and get into one downfield?
Yeah, I like it, and I like the offensive coordinator continuing to work the running back in the passing game. Do more of this. It's easy. It's not hard routes. It's not things I have to read. It's matchups and what I find when my guy's better than yours and how I take advantage of it.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. The lead is 6 in the first.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll run the option. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Guys, we're at the end of the quarter, and Syracuse has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Looking for a crease to the left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and set the tone on this drive.
The Mountaineers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll leave it with him. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The short hands, it's Vaughn. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
When you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him thinking I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick. QB, wide receiver on the same page, first down.
To the air on first down. Hauls it in. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Goodness does that happen fast? He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's got it on the run, and he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers! Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Setting up for the extra point that will put them on top. And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Syracuse lines up on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Under fire. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Syracuse will be forced to punt. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. Finds his way for 3 after the 33.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Gives it on the option. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience and bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking to pass. They've got the screen set up. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
And the Mountaineers getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Gallagher. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing route against the zone. You run that pattern against that coverage. What do you have to keep in mind?
Well, the receiver needs to know where the soft spot is in the defense so he can gear himself down, and the quarterback, Reese, has to play with great timing, because if he's too early or too late on the throw, that might get picked.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Mountaineers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to run for it. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop.
Great job of contained by this defense, and in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic, and that's exactly what happened.
This is an area of the field where it's really advantageous to just go for it. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And the Mountaineers get it past the sticks.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's fourth down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
They'll try the run. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And if I'm the running back, I'm going to be like, listen, O-line, can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. From the gun, the ground game.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
47-yard line. Second down coming up.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Using his legs, it's White. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards. Stopped at the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance.
And how many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
It's first down from the 11. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
West Virginia.
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They have got to shore up their play in the back half.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 14-6. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll start this drive with a pass. Find some fresh air. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Leaves it with the back. Runs through the tackle. Found a little space, and he's got forward to the 35.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll send the back in motion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Orange now facing a 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Cook. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Willis. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. Creates a little space, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Syracuse needs to come up with a big 3rd down play to keep the drive going. Motion from the back. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a 1st down and came up a little short.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
The Orange will have to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. On the run, it's White. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. 1st down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got it in the middle, it's Gallagher. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
The Mountaineers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Mountaineers are on the move. Back to throw, it's Henderson. Bought a little time, lets it go. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet. There he goes. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
That has to sting as a defense. In a 3rd and obvious passing situation, you're going against this dual-threat quarterback you know can scramble, right? You've got to have somebody at home either spying him or mirroring him, expecting that to happen. That time, the defense wasn't in the right position, and the quarterback absolutely killed them with his legs, picking up the 1st down.
We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They got stuffed on 2nd down, and still they need 1 yard here on 3rd and goal. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, West Virginia.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-6. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
Syracuse, 6.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Caught behind the line. It's Willis. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
At the
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Second down coming up. Wants to go up top. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Makes a grab at the 25, and there's room. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Syracuse.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
He'll try to tack on one more.
For the extra point.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play.
You know, the defense just hasn't seemed to quite have an answer. They've come close to interceptions like that one there, but they haven't registered any so far. They've given up a few touchdown passes. They're just not quite able to make the plays they need to against the pass in this game.
Just a short pass to the tight end. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Mountaineers will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gallagher. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
To the air on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
The sure hands, it's Vaughn. Offense calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. How about this defense making a statement to end the half with a sack? That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
With the score, West Virginia, 21, Syracuse.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're gonna see every route in the route tree again in this second half. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Just about set to get this second half underway. On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll start the third quarter with the run. Got the first down and still on his feet. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
And the Mountaineers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Here comes the heat. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's a heat. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Mountaineers send out the punt unit. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. On the run, it's Willis. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
They're facing a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Mountaineers are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Off play action. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And the holder will spot it on the 14 for a 24-yard attempt. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Rides the back on the option, the give. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. He's going to take off. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Looking downfield on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Syracuse might take a shot here on 2nd and short. Back to pass. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, David.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
They punted away on 4th down. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. He'll toss it. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They'll mark him out of bounds short of the 40 at the 37-yard line, but a big-time pickup on the ground.
And we've already seen this QB have success throwing the football down the field. How about the variety to his game? Now you run the option, you make the right read, get it to your pitch man where he can get upfield, get some extra yards. He's in the zone right now.
He'll do it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll give it to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They thought maybe they could get the defense flowing the wrong way on the counter, but they were not fooled.
Get them flowing one way, and then maybe hit that outside on the other side, right? But they didn't even let it get outside. They kept it right in the middle of the field. Did a great job seeing it, going and getting it, being aggressive. You got to find a different way, maybe, to attack these guys, to use their speed against them.
Catch in the middle. It's Vaughn. There he goes. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Off the play fake on first down. Got him downfield. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2 possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. He kept him out of the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1-yard line.
And when this quarterback is in a rhythm, this offense is really hard to stop. You've seen that on this drive. He's 3 for 3, but they're also running the ball well. Everything they're dialing up right now is working.
After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, first and goal. Pushes ahead. Touchdown, Mountaineers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
West Virginia.
Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Extra point.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
31, Syracuse, 13.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Wants to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out route. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The Orange with a ton of options available on second and short. Out of the gun to give to the back. It's a seam wide open. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Got it behind the line. It's Clement. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Incomplete. Brings up third down.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires to the big fella. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Syracuse will send out the punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. The handoff as they run the counter play here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up, and they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Vaughn. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Picks up 6. It's 3rd down.
That last completion still leaving them with a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Gallagher. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Willis. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
Got it in the middle, it's Cook. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
2nd down.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Looking for space, it's Willis. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Gill. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. It's Ross Simmons. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Orange.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Ready to try the point after.
On for the extra point.
Right down the boulevard. They put together an 81-yard drive. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Off-play action on first down. He wants to go deep. He's got it on the left. And he's brought down after a huge completion. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So first down will open up the final period. Gives it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Back to pass on second down. Got a man. It's Gallagher. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass call is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ballgame, keep trusting it, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
They'll try to run for it. Gets it past the marker. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Got some room, entered to the goal line.
And how about it? It's not just the arm. We've seen that today where he's picked them apart, put up some yardage, put on some touchdowns. Also showing you he can do it with his puppies. Taking off, running, getting the first down. Nice scramble. He's shown you a little bit of everything today.
And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. First and goal. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Number 8.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
PAT unit on the field.
Is on for the extra point.
And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. So an 82-yard drive there. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Caught in the backfield, it's Willis. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
They'll go to the ground. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Now on first down from the 30. Wide receiver going in motion. With jet sweep pass.
The first down pass was incomplete to the wideout. It's second down.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
And they got the completion, but still looking at a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
On fourth down, going to the air. Fires to the big fella. Wide open spaces. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Nice execution by the offense on third down, understanding what they had to do to get the first down, pass complete, move the sticks, new set of downs.
Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Gonna look downfield again. With the catch, it's Cook.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Syracuse might take a shot here on second and short. The inside handoff. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the fourth quarter, you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on third and strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Well, the one thing we know about this defense is they've got some exotic looks, and they're not afraid to bring pressure from the second level. That time they brought the free safety, and he was able to get home and sack the quarterback.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Fires to the wideout. Makes a grab past the marker. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on fourth down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Ross Simmons.
The first down pass was complete to the wideout. Picks up 9. Second down coming up.
The Orange with a ton of options available on second and short. Looking to fire. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires toward the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. Right down the boulevard. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
A great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. back to pass. A strike downfield. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Curl route seems simple, but when you time it like that so it's right on him, man, that's a tough play to stop.
And give the receiver a lot of credit, too, because he knew where the sticks were. He got his depth on the route, and then he came back to the football. All young receivers can learn from this guy right here. Come back to the ball and help your quarterback out.
Right down the middle. He's got an open man. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Trying to make magic on the scramble.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
The Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Rushes on him. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
And the Mountaineers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He'll keep it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. More importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but into the plays, and I can be physical and really make him feel me. I think that'll always bode well in a 4th quarter game.
Lets it fly deep downfield. It's broken up and almost intercepted on that shot to the end zone. It'll be 4th down.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got his man downfield. Finally corralled, but not before he picks up the 1st down. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give him a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
One play in this drive, and already out to the 41. It's 1st down. Quick completion on the out. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The Orange with a lot of work to do on 3rd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw again. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Looking downfield on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Syracuse looked to be in dire straits to start this drive, but now they've got some room to operate. He's got it on the move, and he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
Off the RPO, complete. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
5-yard line. Brings up third down.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Cuse!
Man, this is always an interesting spot for me now because you're going to have to go for two regardless. I don't know if it's now or if it's later when you score, but at some point you're going to have to pull the trigger. So that's a you decision, but nice job by this offense getting the touchdown now to give yourself that opportunity to have a choice.
And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a one-possession game. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
On third down, he drops to throw. Going to try to get it himself. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Mountaineers will call on their punt team. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. starts a drive trying to go up top. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
To the air on second down. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Wants to throw on first down. The quick out. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your second and third read some, but we got to stay aggressive.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Catch in the middle. It's Ross Simmons. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
It's now third